Hello children, today we shall study the 17th chapter, India and United Nations. You all know that India was one among the 50 nations which signed the UN Charter. India has always been a peace-loving nation, so it has been an active member in the UN. Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit was the first woman president of the UN General Assembly. She held this post for a term of 2 years from 1953 to 1954. Now, we shall study India's contribution to the United Nations. On the request of the United Nations, India sent its armed forces as peacekeeping forces to Cyprus, Yugoslavia, Congo, Korea, and Middle East. Through India's efforts, the possibility of a war was averted in 1956. Children, if you see, India has played a very important role. Because of this, the war has also been averted when England, France, and Israel attacked Egypt. India's mediation proved very effective in averting a war. Many Indian experts are working for the UN agencies. We have already studied the UN agencies in the previous chapter like UNESCO, WHO, FAO, etc. India also opposed the racial discrimination in South Africa, where the whites used to discriminate blacks, and this discrimination was known as apartheid. India always supported the use of atomic energy for development, so it is used only for constructive purpose and not for destructive purpose. It also opposed the accumulation of arms by various countries. So it clearly says that India is a peace-loving country. Children, we shall study India's policy of non-alignment. Children, after the end of the Second World War, there were two superpowers. One was the USA and the second was the USSR. So what happened? Many countries joined together. Either they joined USA or they joined USSR. So what happened because of this? This led to the formation of military pacts. So the world was moving to another world war. Okay. So now what happened? Our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he understood that this situation is becoming dangerous. So what he did? He decided that India will not join any of these groups, and he declared that India believes in non-alignment. Many other world leaders also supported Nehru's view. Okay, so let us see who all supported Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's view. Marshal Tito of Yugoslavia, Gamal Abdel Nasser of Egypt, Sukarno of Indonesia, Nkrumah of Ghana. They all started the Non-Aligned Movement or NAM. So the members of this organization kept away from the USA and USSR. So NAM or Non-Aligned Movement has 120 member countries as of 2012. Children, now we shall see the characteristics of the members of NAM. The members of NAM are small and developing countries. These countries value their freedom and they believe that peace is very important for progress. The members of NAM cooperate with each other in solving various problems like illiteracy, poverty, and diseases. They also promote trade. Now we shall see the UN's help to India, how United Nations has helped India. WHO or World Health Organization has helped India to fight against various diseases and epidemics. FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, has helped India in improving farming methods. UNICEF, United Nations Children's Fund, has supported India in developmental schemes for children like the Anganwadi programs. IMF or International Monetary Fund. India often gets financial aids and loans from the IMF for developmental programs. So children, we have come to the end of this chapter. Hope you understood and you enjoyed this chapter. Thank you and have a great day ahead.